Yo, what's up? This is Mike Waters, Phase 1 Sports here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And here we are. We are at the start of our brand new athletic-based training program. So this particular program is going to be 6 weeks. This is a 6 weeks program. What we're going to start with on day one, which is today. So this is my first time doing this one. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll keep it going. Day one is going to be our overall strength. So we're going to focus on 3 different exercises. We're going to focus on bench press, squat, and deadlift. So we're going to execute all 3 of those on day one. Then we'll come back on day 2 and we'll focus on speed training. A lot of hip flexor work, a lot of top end speed, just focusing on the overall speed development program. Then we'll come back on day 3 and we'll focus on dynamic strength. So we'll mix in some kettlebells, so still working on dynamic but functional athletic strength. Then we'll come back on day 4 and we'll focus on hip mobility and agility. So some footwork in there, hip mobility, keeping those hips loose, making sure we're staying healthy throughout this process. Then we'll come back on the last day and we'll focus on conditioning. So we'll combine those together and we're going to go on 3-week cycles for 2 cycles. So 6-week total program. So here's day 1 coming right at you. Let's go. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with our bench press warm-up set. So this is a good time to just focus on your form, nice and smooth. Make sure everything is loose and ready to go before we get into the actual work sets. And here we go. So the work sets in week 1 are going to be 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. So if you got somebody you're working with, somebody spots you, make sure you push the weight on these. We want to stay on the heavier end with the 6 to 8, but if you don't have a spot, then just adjust it accordingly. Of course, safety first. So we want to push through these, and on these 5 sets, our rest period is going to be between 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we want to give our glycogen levels a chance to restore and give us that strength that we need going into each set, especially on the 6 to 8 rep range. All right, so after those 5 sets, we're going to go right into our barbell squat. So once again, I've got a warm-up set here. Feet just a little bit wider and shoulder width apart, good base. You want to sit those hips back. And on these, we're going to go just past parallel. And some of you deep squatters out there, you can definitely go a little bit further than that. But for athletic-based movements and traditional squats for football players and different athletes, we typically want to go just past parallel. So that's where we're at here. 5 sets, 6 to 8. I think we're pushing about 275 right there for the 6 to 8 reps. So just want to keep a good tempo, tight form, core tight, chest up, all the basics on this. So if you're new to lifting, then make sure you start on the lighter side, perfect your form before you get in and try to push heavy loads. We got time. It's all about development. All right, so once we transition from that, we're going to go into our barbell deadlift. So you see traditional deadlift, starting from the ground. Make sure that each rep actually starts from the bottom. As you progress, keep your core tight, activate your lats, glutes, push through your hips as you progress through those deadlifts. You see we have the same rep count. We got 5 sets, 6 to 8 reps. And remember, this first week, we're pushing more heavier loads. So form is very, very important as you progress through these. All right, so once we're done, we have a total of 15 working sets between the bench, the squat, and the deadlift. And then we're just going to go into an easy 5-minute cool down. And then we're right into our foam rolling and static stretching. So this is going to be very important throughout the course of this week. Bodies are going to be very sore, very beat up. So you really want to take some time to get a good foam roll in, get a good static stretch in to make sure you're recovering and ready to go. We're coming right back with day 2, which is our speed development day. So get ready.